Other pop culture for Beatle fans, it is Mecca, ground zero. Today, Paul McCartney returned to the place where it all started, a small club called the Cavern in the heart of Liverpool, where he last played in the 60s. He sang only one Beatles song in the end, admitting the small, sold-out event was partially a publicity stunt to plug his new album, but no one seemed to mind. Here with that NBC News correspondent Charles Sabine.
Ladies and gentlemen, with his band, Paul McCartney.
It was the moment Beatles fans had waited 36 years to hear. The unmistakable voice of Paul McCartney, back where it all began, the Cavern Club, Liverpool. It was February 1961 when the newly formed Beatles first played the dingy cellar in their hometown. Their first fee, $2 each. It was those days that Sir Paul, as he is now, recalled when he explained why his last concert of the millennium had to be back where he, John, George and Ringo set off to conquer the world.
This is where it all began, and for me this is where the century is going to end, with me playing rock and roll, which, if you remember, the Beatles, before the Beatles, was a fabulous little rock and roll band. That was what held us together for so long and made us so good, I think.
The Cavern is so small that only 300 people were lucky enough to witness tonight's one-off event firsthand. Their tickets were won by raffles held all over the world. For the winners, the opportunity was priceless.
Oh, brilliant. He hasn't lost out and gone to the top and forgotten us. He's still come back.
Outside the Cavern, thousands watched the event on a huge screen. But worldwide, millions more tried to join in on the net. Everywhere, ports were jammed. Over the next day, an estimated 500 million people will watch the concert around the world on computers and TV. For this Beatle, at least, it was a pilgrimage back to his roots, shared with the world. Charles Sabine, NBC News, London.